Okay, myself A. Usharani, Assistant Professor EC Department, going to deliver a lecture on image enhancement in sharpening spatial filter. Okay, going to deliver a lecture on sharpening spatial filter, that is nothing but high pass filter, okay, which is the topic under image enhancement, that is digital image processing. Let's see the what is meant by sharpening. Sharpening is nothing but high pass filter. Already in the last class we learned about low pass filter, that is we are doing by using averaging, by using mask. Here also we have to find the what is the kernel, what is the mask, to find the sharpening of the given image. Let's see sharpening. Sharpening is nothing but high pass filter, that is here the image, the pixels, we have to identify where is the transitions. If there is a high, here it highlights the transitions in intensity, that is nothing but in low pass filter it blurs the image and it represents the only low contrast, low intensity values. Okay, it normalizes the all intensity values, whereas here it highlights the differences. If there is any differences in the pixels, it highlights that, that is it identifies the edges. The high pass filter identifies the edges, that is the transitions from one intensity level to another. Where is the, if there is a transition, it will be identified by the high pass filter, that is here we are calling as sharpening. Coming to the applications, electronic printing, medical imaging and industrial inspection. For industrial inspection is nothing but for the PCB boards, for everything we are identifying which IC is there and whether it is perfectly soldered or not is identified by the this sharpening filters. The next thing is autonomous target detection. Okay, it is also used in military purpose. Next, coming to the foundation, the average, the low pass filter is nothing but averaging, okay, that it blurs the images and smoothens the image, whereas high pass filter is sharpens. Sharpen is nothing but it highlights the edges, that is here we are considering the differences in gray level intensity values. And whereas integration, low pass filter is nothing but it is a basic function of integration. Now high pass filter is nothing but differentiation. Okay, in digital we are using the differentiation is nothing but in terms of difference equation. So here the operation of image differentiation we are doing by the difference equations. Now here we have to identify the edges. How we can edges identify? Edges will be the contrast levels, that is the intensity levels is far greater than compared to 0. Similarly, and if there is a slowly varying gray levels, it will be de-emphasized. Only here we are highlighting is there is any transitions. Okay, next, to do this operation we need a mathematical basis. Mathematical basis is nothing but here we are already said that high pass filter is nothing but differentiation. So here we are applying first order differentiation, at the same time second order differentiation. The next thing is we have to discrete specifying domain, we have to approximate to the digital domain. Digital domain is nothing but here we are using discrete space domain, and the corresponding mask we are getting, that mask will be applied to the input image to get the output image. Next, coming to the first order derivative of one dimensional signal of function f of x. Here we are considering only the one dimension. First we are seeing what is the one dimensional function f of x. For f of x it is in the direction of x, so dou f by dou x is f of x plus 1 minus f of x, that is within the direction of x. How we are getting one dimensional derivative, first order derivative. If you go for second order derivative, we must consider the second element also, that is f of x minus 1 and at the same time f of x plus 1 minus 2 f of x. Okay, for one dimension, for first order derivative we are considering only one, that is f of x plus 1 forward direction. For second order derivative, we go for f of x minus 1, at the same time f of x plus 1 minus 2 f of x. Okay, here we are representing in terms of difference equation. Next, coming to the next, how we are getting the first order derivative and second order derivative for a given intensity values. Just observe here the intensity values here, here we are considering constant, and the next thing is we are considering a ramp variation, and again we are considering constant and step variation. Now how we are getting the first order derivative? Let's see the first order derivative. Okay, the first order derivative is nothing but here the maximum is 6. Now see, the scan line is nothing but the considering of intensity values. Okay, for constant intensity here all are 6. The next we are getting a ramp. Okay, that is up to 1 we are decreasing. Next again we are maintaining a constant intensity, and one step increase 1 to 6. Now see the first order derivative. What is the formula of first order derivative? Dou f by dou x is nothing but f of x plus 1 minus f of x. Now see, that is f of x, it's the f of x plus 1, the next element. Now see, 6 minus 6, 0, 6 minus 6, 6 minus 6, 0, 6 minus 6, 0. Okay, now it is 5 minus 6, that is minus 1. Next 4 minus 5, minus 1. Okay, next 1 minus 2, minus 1. Now it is 1 minus 1, 0. Just observe here, if there is a constant intensity value, now we are getting first order derivative will be 0. If you go for variation, that is 6 to 5. If you go for variation, then we are getting first order derivative. It is a non-zero value. At the same time, for all these cases, we are getting a non-zero value. And again, if it is constant, we are getting only zeros. And whenever there is a variation, there is a non-zero. Just for first order derivative, if there is a constant and then there is no output, that is a non-zero value. If there is a variation, then only it has a value, non-zero values. Next, coming to the second order. Just observe here, for the same intensity values we are getting the second order. Now see here, for second order, dou square f by dou x square is equals to f of x plus 1 plus f of x minus 1 minus 2 f of x. Now observe, this is f of x. Now this will be f of x minus 1, and this will be f of x plus 1. Now observe, for the first case 6 plus 6, 12, and this is the f of x, that is 2 into f of x, that is again 12. 12 minus 12, 0. Again, if there is a constant, we are getting 0. Next, coming to the variation. Now here there is a variation. Now consider this as f of x. Now consider this as f of x. Now this is f of x minus 1. And this is f of x plus 1. Now addition of these two, 6 plus 5, 11, and minus 2 f of x, that is 12. Now we are getting minus 1. Just observe, if there is a constant, we are getting zeros. If there is a variation, that is onset. Okay, at this position we have a variation, that is intensity transition. Here for high pass filter we have to identify intensity transition. Whenever there is a transition from one intensity level to another, that has to identify. How it is identified? By the differentiation. If you go for second order derivative, it will be identified. Next, coming to the next case, again it is a ramp and constant slope. Here the slope is 1. Here we are considering a constant slope. Now observe. Now if it is, this is the f of x. This one is f of x minus 1. And this one is f of x plus 1. Now addition of f of x minus 1 plus f of x plus 1 is 6 plus 4, that is 10, and minus 2 into f of x, that is the 5. Now we are getting 0. Why we are getting all these are zeros? Here we have no change. The slope is 1. Okay, constant rate of change. So here there is no intensity transition. So we are getting, it is a 0. Next, coming to the next. For this case, now consider this is f of x. There is a change. Now ramp 2 we are getting a step. Constant, again there is a transition. So it will be identified. Now this is f of x and this one is f of x minus 1 and this one is f of x plus 1. So it is 2 plus 1, 3 minus 2 into 1, that is 3 minus 2, we are getting 1. Okay, that is second order derivative identifies the transition. Again there is a transition from step 2 from 1 to 6. Now this will be the f of x. Okay, here from 1 to 6 there is a variation. So here we are getting, just observe, the second order derivative is nothing but whenever there is a intensity transition, it will be identified by the second order derivative. Okay, for high pass filter, the second order derivative is the best. So for high pass filter, the second order derivative is the best technique to identify the intensity transitions, that is edges. Okay, whereas the first order derivative is non-zero. Only for if there is non-zero, only for the changes of intensity values. If there is a constant, it will be 0. Okay. Next, see the corresponding intensity values where it is the first order derivative and second order derivative is applicable. How we are getting the values? Okay, next, already we see in the example what is the first order filter output, what is the second order filter output. What is the first order filter output? It will be non-zero. It will be non-zero at onset of its step or ramp, that is the variation. At the same time along the ramps also non-zero. Coming to the second order derivatives, what happens? Only non-zero at the onset and end of this step or ramp. Only it will identify the finest transitions. Okay, so it will be the compared to first order derivative, second order derivative is the best technique to identify the intensity transitions, to identify the edges. Next. Okay, the first order derivative. First consider the first order derivative. Here we are calling as gradient operator. Okay, that is here we are representing in terms of del f. Del f, gradient of f is nothing but, here we have to consider the image is a two-dimensional. The last example we discussed in terms of one dimensional, that is f of x function. Now it will be applicable to two dimensional function, as the image is f of xy, that is two dimensional. So we have to apply for both in the x direction, at the same time in the y directional. Dou f by dou x is nothing but dou f by dou x is nothing but f of x plus 1 plus f of x minus 1 minus 2f of x. Next, dou f by dou y, f of y plus 1 plus f of y minus 1 minus 2f of y. Now, but the signal is here in terms of f of xy. Now, the signal is in terms of f of xy. Now, so if you want to consider this, how we can consider? By considering the x as dou f by dou x is nothing but where we are differentiation with respect to x, and y we have to make constant. For that, dou f of xy with respect to dou x, that is with respect to x is nothing but f of x plus 1, the same thing, x plus 1 comma y we are making as a constant. Okay, next, plus f of x minus 1 comma y. Now minus 2f of x is nothing but minus 2f of x comma y. Okay, got it? That is f of xy, that is the two-dimensional function. Here we are differentiating with respect to the x. Next, here for this operation we have to identify the magnitude, that is magnitude is nothing but square root of gx square plus gy square, and here we are representing in terms of mod. Okay, mod g of x plus mod g of y. So, mod gx plus mod gy, that is gx is in terms of x direction and gy is in terms of y directional. Next, consider an 3 by 3 neighborhood. We can go for the smallest thing, 2 by 2 even operation, but it is not suitable for the f of xy function. So, we are basically go with 3 by 3 neighborhood. For this, if you are considering gx plus gy, one of the example is z8 minus zy. Sorry, z8 minus z5 and z6 minus z5. If you are making a y as constant, in terms of y is constant, x direction, in the terms of x direction, okay, z8 minus z5, and second thing is in terms of x constant, and only we are moving in terms of y, z6 minus z5. Next, okay, one of the best gradient operator is Robert. This is identified by the Robert. So here we are applying cross gradient operator. In the last example we are moving z8 minus zy, that is nothing but in the same direction. Y are making constant only in the direction of x, and in this we are making a constant of x and moving in terms of y. Now this is a cross gradient. Cross gradient is nothing but here z9 minus z5 and z8 minus z6. Okay, here it is cross gradient. Now we are getting z9 minus z5, that is here this place is 1 and this one will be minus 1. In that case these two will be zeros, and the second case is, and z6 is minus 1 and z8 is 1, in that case z5 and z9 will be zeros. Okay, this is the cross gradient operator. And the next example is Sobel operator. This is the best edge detection operator. Okay, the Sobel operator here we are considering totally completely in x direction or y direction. For example, in the case of dou f by dou x, in this z7 plus 2z8 plus z9, here we are concentrating, we are making, here we are concentrating on z8. If you are concentrating, we are reducing the effect of blurring effect. Okay, and here we are moving to z7 is 1 and here the weight is 2 and z9 will be 1. Next, go for z1 minus 1 and z2 minus 2 and z3 is minus 1. Just observe here the summation will be 0. The net coefficient, net effect will be 0. Similarly, if you are go for vertical, okay, here it is minus 1, z1 minus 1 and z4 minus 2 and z7 is minus 1. The next thing is here the corresponding z3, z6 and z9. The next thing, second order. Okay, until the last topic, gradient operator. In gradient operator, we seen Robert and Sobel edge detection. That is the first order derivative. And we go for the next thing is high pass filter in terms of Laplacian. Laplacian is nothing but it is the second order derivative and Laplacian mask. How we are getting the Laplacian mask? Let's see. Second order derivative, dou square f by del square f is nothing but dou square f by dou x square plus dou square f by dou y square. That is dou square f by dou x square is nothing but in second order derivative in terms of x direction. The next thing is dou square f by dou y square is nothing but second order derivation in terms of y direction. Now the complete del square f is summation of these two. Okay. Now here the center one will be x of x comma y. Now in terms of these two, in terms of x direction, we are considering these two elements, and in terms of y direction, we are considering these two elements. Okay, let's see how we are getting the mask. Okay, this is f of x y, and in terms of x direction, f of x comma y minus 1, f of x comma y plus 1. And the same time in this we are making constant of x, and in this we are making constant as y. Okay, so we are getting the Laplacian operator. What is the function? F of x plus 1, f of x plus 1 comma y plus f of x minus 1 comma y, f of x comma y plus 1 plus f of x comma y minus 1. All these are positive, and this is a minus 4 f of x y. So the positive elements will be 1 and it is a minus 4. The net element will be 0. Okay. The next thing, different Laplacian mask. Already we seen this one. We can make alternative is nothing but reverse. The minus 4 will be made as positive, the sign differences. Okay. Here these two are, we are not considering diagonal elements. We are considering only the neighbors. Okay. Next, 4 neighbors only we are considering. In the case of this, if you are considering a diagonal elements also, the net element will be 8. So the net element will be the center position, that is minus 8. At the same time, the reversal is nothing but sign changes. Next, image sharpening. Now we are getting the masks. These masks are second order masks, that is Laplacian mask, and the previous case these are the Sobel mask, and this one, this is the Robert mask. Okay, we have now mask. Now this mask is applied to the f of xy to get the output, filtered output. Okay, to get the output, g of xy is nothing but f of xy plus c del square. C is nothing but depending on this sign, depending if you are considering it is the sign of the center element. If you are considering plus, the remaining elements will be minus. If you are considering the center thing is minus, the remaining elements will be positive. Okay, del square f of xy. Okay, similarly we can apply the Sobel mask. Similarly we can apply Robert mask in terms of Laplacian mask. Okay, here f of xy is the input image and g of xy is the filtered output image. Okay, all these are in spatial domain. So here we are doing directly on the pixels. Okay, the next thing is frequency domain. Frequency domain means the same thing. Here we are representing g of xy. The Fourier transform of g of xy is nothing but g of u comma v will be the Fourier transform. At the same time, in terms of f of xy, this is the time domain. Next we go for Fourier transform of f of u comma v. Similarly, the same thing we can apply for g of u comma v equals to f of u comma v. Here we are convolution we are performing in terms of frequency domain, we have to multiply. Okay, this is the spatial domain sharpening, that is the spatial domain high pass filter. In high pass filter we have a first order derivative and second order derivative. The first order derivative is nothing but gradient operator and the second order derivative is the Laplacian mask. In gradient operator we have a Robert cross gradient mask and Sobel mask. Now in this one is the Laplacian mask. Okay, thank you.